Hey, so welcome back on today's amazing episode of what's happening on the farm. We got calves coming in. They should be coming in an hour or two. And we got a couple things we need to do to get ready. The first thing we got to do is we got to get all the water turned on back to the drinkers, because we turned them off when we winterized for the winter. And so we got to get the drinkers turned back on. And the way you do that is you reach in here and you turn this valve. Oh. Sometimes. Oh, there we go. That puts water back to the drinkers, and we're gonna let that fill up. And then we gotta go check all the gates and make sure we got all the gates aligned correctly. And then we gotta go check out and see what Mr. Henry's doing. So Henry's over here scooping up dirt and putting it into the dump trailer. And the reason we're doing this is so we can fill the bottom corner of the pivot in with dirt, because we had such a bad leak over there from the air vent last season that the calves just made a mess out of it. And so they really dug out underneath the pivot. And so we're gonna go put some dirt back in and level it off, build it all back up again. And so I want to do that before our pivot gets all the way around and it gets too muddy for us to get the truck and trailer in there, and we just make a royal mess of it. So that's what we're doing. Henry's learning how to move dirt. Perfect. Nice and gentle with those controls. That's what we like. All right, we're gonna walk down here and get these gates rearranged. When wintertime came in, we just did whatever we needed to with the gates. Now that we got cattle coming back in, we got to pick up our mess like buckets and hay string and electrical tape. We got to pick all this up. We don't need the calves getting into it. God did not design the calves to eat hay string. Pick up all of our project supplies. There we go. Okay. And let's see here. I can just put this over here for right now. We don't need to empty now, but we can put that there for now until we know what we're doing with it. I better lock that. Okay, we gotta lock this guy. And he is kind of locked. All right, now he's really locked. Pick up a bucket, and then let's see here. Got a gate over here we can close. Actually, this gate comes over here. There we go. This one opens up. You can do it, Gus. You can do it, buddy. All right, so now calves are gonna come down. We're gonna hit this. And then we got a gate over here. Something like that. And then we got to close this gate. In a minute. I made a big mistake. I opened this hay feeder up thinking I could move some stuff around and close it, but that's not the case. You can't get that closed because there's like 1,000 pounds of material there. Our bucket has seen better days. It doesn't want to quite come off. That's a protein tub. See how our water filling's doing. Yep, he's filling up. That's good. We have goldfish in here somewhere. That actually looks like it's draining, doesn't it? Why does it look like it's draining? That makes me wonder if this tank over here is full. Or open. Yep, this tank is calling for water, so it's sucking water out of there. Okay, so we gotta tie this guy up so he quits sucking water out of it. Okay, we got that guy tied up. Hopefully that'll fix that. There's one more tank that it could be siphoning to, so we'll go over there and check that out. It's over here in a pen we call Sean's pen. Boy, it sure looks like it's draining out of that. Can't tell if it's draining or filling though. Let me see here. No, it's filling. Let's close this gate. It's filling up. It's doing what we need to. One of the projects this summer I would love to start is getting some gate handles on this thing so we can all use them, because the gates are set up for horseback, not for on foot, so everything's high. So I gotta go see if we can fix that, and I better go get this before Henry fills that thing too much. Well, he did pretty good getting it loaded. This dirt's pretty heavy, but he broke the mound down, and that's good. We'll come back through here and level all this out. So he's gonna fill this up, or he's gonna dump his bucket here, and I'm gonna run down and stockpile it down by the pivot, and he's gonna head over to the pit of doom, and we'll meet him over there. There's a couple of piles of dirt over there that I want to knock down. There's a load on there. Probably had him put a couple of scoops too many in there, but oh well. So this is what I'm talking about, is this hole over here, and I'll get out and give you a better view. But I'm gonna come over here and just stockpile it in this area right here, and then we can go move it around as we need to. Oh, there's a lot of dirt back there. And this over here is what we're trying to fix. See how they just undercut everything here? And over here. So we're gonna bring in, I'm gonna start with 2 trailer loads and see what that gets us. So we're gonna do this. We'll bring the trailer down. We're back here at the pit of doom. Henry's gonna take down this pile here, which is part of our strategic plan, because in the future we want to dryland farm this, and I can't have these big old piles here. So I gotta do something with this mound. And so this will be good to get rid of this stuff. Ooh, and it's wet. So I'm gonna have him load it a little lighter than he did last time. Got a fancy ride in a skid steer. Got a call from Tempe that the truck is here. So Henry and I are gonna run over and go get these calves. Just like that, we got 32 calves on the ground. We'll go over here, close the gate. Let these guys settle down for a minute, and then we'll come back and take a look at them. All right, truck is gone. We're down here taking a look at our calves real quick. Got some couple with horns. But they found the food, that's good. Found the water, that's good. These are good looking calves. He's a little tiny lady over there. These are all heifers, all female. A couple found the protein tubs. That's good. A couple of white ones, but the kids have already claimed the white ones. That didn't even take 15 minutes. But enough of that. We got to go finish loading this truck up before the sun goes down, so I can get that dirt spread out over there. So we're gonna go run back down to the pit of doom and finish filling the truck. We got the second pile dumped, and now we're gonna go grab the four-wheeler here, and I'm gonna zoom over and go get the skid steer, and then I'm gonna run down to the bottom of the pivot and see if we can get that dirt spread real quick. All right, so we're getting to our piles down here at the bottom of the pivot. We're just gonna scoop some dirt up and start laying it in and start building this all back up. Got done with the two dump truckloads, and I got about, I don't know, half to 3/4 of it done. I got this side almost all the way built up and got this side about halfway built up. I need to add another scoop or two right here, and then probably 2 or 3 scoops here. So I'm thinking by the time I get the dirt for that piece over there and then a little bit around the other sides, I'll probably actually need another 2 truckloads of dirt to bring down here, especially since I'm going to add some more dirt. Let's see, I guess I can back up. It's just my hydraulics are locked. Okay, so especially since I'm going to be adding more dirt in here, in this area in here, I think probably 2 more truckloads will do. But it's getting cold and I'm getting hungry, so we'll pick this up tomorrow. All right, it's day 2. We got our third load down here. We're about to dump hopefully our last. Ooh, this door's a little tight. Ooh, wow. I may have too much pressure on it. Give it a little hip hit. Oh, there we go. This should be our last load. This will be load number 4. And then we should be in good shape. I'll get the skid steer down here and we'll get it all spread out. And then this little task will be done, which will be nice. Here we go. Uh-oh. It may not want to load, may not lift this load. What's going on here? That's the first one it's never been able to lift. That's a problem. All right, let's go back up. Wow. Okay, that is crappy and good to know all in the same shot. I didn't even think I loaded it that heavy. I thought I had heavier loads. Okay, I guess I get to run up and go get the skid steer and pull some of this out carefully. And the skid steer's way over there. All right, I guess it's time I'm gonna leave this running so we can give the battery a good charge. It's got a good battery in it, and it says it's got a good rating on it, but it may just be one bucket load too much, and that's typically what happens. So I got just enough dirt out that it is gonna lift it now. My next option that I was gonna do is I'm uphill a little bit, and so it's having to overcome the hill as well as the load of dirt. And so the last thing I was gonna do before I resorted to hand shoveling was to back up a little bit. But it looks like it's gonna lift it, and that is fantastic, because this should be the last load of dirt that we need, and it's always on the last one. That's about how it always happens. Alrighty, so now we're gonna spread this out. I got a little bit to do on this corner over here, you can see, and maybe a little bit over here. Not too terrible, and we should be able to get this done here pretty quick. Alright, we got everything spread. We're just smoothing everything out from where the skid steer turned and getting rid of the piles, you know, the existing piles and whatnot. Alright, this looks pretty good. We're gonna run over here and then we'll get out and we'll take a look at what I've got done here. I didn't put the bucket all the way down. So here's our final product here. So we've got dirt all the way up at the top here. We'll come back and kind of do some fine tuning with the shovel or whatever, but this is all good enough that we can, or good enough that we can get with the machine here. But I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but I've got a slope going away from it, so any water that may come in, it'll drain away. And the intention of that is just to put a little grade away from, or a little bit of drainage away from the pivot. That way it doesn't wash away, or hopefully it doesn't wash away. And having this air vent fixed and not leaking helps a ton, because we don't have a bunch of water. We did create a video or make a video on fixing that air vent if you want to go back and check it out. But thanks for watching, appreciate you, and we'll catch you on the next one.